Yes, this is the World Chocolate Masters World Final, and we're all having fun. Believe me, the judges, the experts, and our contestants. And the next contestant who is bringing some energy and sun into our studio is, of course, Isam from Morocco. Is he ready?
Yes, Isam's ready. He's just arranging his plates at the moment. But yeah, we're ready. We're cool, calm, and collected. Yes. So there's nothing else he can do to the dessert because it's finished. But you're in for a treat. There's lots of fruity flavors with hazelnuts, banana, mango. So yeah, I think it's looking very nice. Okay, the last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Issam, if you'd like to take one to Mark. No. If you'd like, just. Yes, that's beautiful. Yeah, to Mark.
Dear jurists, please welcome Issam from Morocco. Issam, est-ce que tu peux nous décrire la composition de ton taste, s'il te plaît?
Oui, un biscuit praliné noisette, crème au safran, chocolat, fruits caramélisés et mousse chocolat noir.
So we have a crisp base, we have a mousse with fenouil, compote de
fruits,
fruit compote,
biscuit noisette,
and then a biscuit made with hazelnuts and a praline.
crème au chocolat au safran,
A mousse, a cream of chocolate with saffron,
and mousse chocolat.
and a mousse of a chocolate mousse as well, just to round it off. Et tu as un message aux juristes.
Merci beaucoup pour tout.
And a very big thank you from Issam. Thank you very much, Issam. Bravo, hein? Merci.
Yes, thank you, Mark. Thank you, Isam. We're just starting to taste and to have a look at this very special, isn't it, fresh patisserie? What do you think? First reaction?
It's very cute design.
Cute design.
Really like it.
That's also something we should take into account. What do you think? He's reflecting the sun, but the topic was also to have a look at the chocolate delight of tomorrow. Davide is really focused. Do I see some crumbles in here? Marieke?
And we definitely have here a lot of texture through the chocolate, but also through its crumble. We have some freshness, and that really nice, intense chocolate flavor.
A lot more of a chocolate-centric approach to the patisserie versus the previous ones that we've seen. I love the sort of the story that the pastry tells with the sort of the aurora of sun around the pastry. Let the sun shine in. It's a beautiful little anecdote that the pastry tells us there.
Is this for you really a fresh patisserie?
This is borderline, I would say. There is less of a fruit introduction into the pastry. Not that it's not very, very tasty.
It is delicious, but we need to really...
It is a departure from the previous one, yes.
Okay.
I was watching the jury. I was trying to read the jury what they think, but they all have pretty much poker faces.
I love it, but it's heavy. It's a lot of chocolate.
It's a chocolate competition, of course.
Yes. But I mean that in the fresh patisserie you would imagine more fruits. This is more chocolate dessert, no?
It is more chocolate-centric, yes, it is. It
Yes.
is. But that being said, it is very, very fresh. It is freshly assembled. It did not was made in a batch and kept in the freezer beforehand.
No.
So in that regard, the brief is fulfilled of it being a fresh patisserie.
Davide, what's your opinion?
It's a good dessert. It's a chocolate dessert. In my opinion, missed a little bit the freshness part, but for the rest, is a good dessert.
What would you have added or changed something or not, and not at all?
I would have a bit more fruits and maybe a bit of a sour note to when you go on a more strongly heavier chocolate flavors. It's really nice to get like a little punch, something that really like brightens up the taste profile.
Yes, absolutely. All right, Mark, you see a lot of comments. So what is the jury thinking? Help us out.
Well, do you know, Virginie, there's a lot of thinking, a lot of tasting, but also something that we do need to put in here, because it is very important to know that everybody watching, that everything is weighed and tested and adjudicated. And this is important, because so that every single one of our candidates has a fair go and not cheating or any way whatsoever. And so, Sashi, you are technical, you're one of our presidents. What is your opinion on what you have just received from the Morocco candidate?
I think at first I feel like he was be able to express his theme renewable, like he's using very well visual wise. It's really well, and I think actually I like to think about the contestants' feeling more deeply. So that's why I can find the texture wise it's a little bit bitter. So that's why I can find the contestants' feeling. Maybe he would like to express his feeling of surface of damage of the earth. He can. I think he expressed his feeling, like texture-wise. I think as well. It's wonderful. I think so.
Well, thank you very much. Well, there you got it. You see, it's forensic. The analysis of each of the creations is really, really scrutinized and judged, and not just hoovered up like I would do. But Alexander, I think you've got some bonbons to show us right now.
I'm here at the workstation of our contestant from Holland, Carlo, and Carlo is working right now on his chocolate hashtag bonbon. He's making this, look at this, beautiful, amazing feather leaves, okay, with this touch of green and a little touch of red. This is what he's using. He's using a stencil. He has spray with some green color, red color, and then with a toothpick he give, the last touch of the nerve of the leaves. Beautiful, no?
Okay, I'm here on Lluc's table. Lluc from Spain. He's got great supporters giving him lots of energy behind there. But here we're looking at his dessert, and it's something that you wouldn't necessarily expect from a dessert. It's truly natural, organic looking, but very sophisticated. So I'm here with Lluc just for the last seconds, and he's ready to go. It's all looking beautiful and very special. You happy with your dessert?
I'm happy. Hemos trabajado mucho en este postre, hemos hecho muchas vueltas y la verdad es que muy contento.
Brilliant. So now you're going to take it over to Mar. Well done.
Dear jury members, please welcome Lluc, who is representing Spain and will be speaking through a translator to describe his beautiful creation.
Esta creación yo he querido que fuera totalmente orgánica, reflejar un poco también el hilo conductor de las grietas de la tierra seca y con sus sabores también muy cómodos para todos, que es manzana caramelizada, el hors noir que he hecho de chocolate con leche, praline de almendra tostada y una chantilly que envuelve todo y que lo hace mucho agradable en boca. Pero al final refleja el Simply Great, que es el hashtag que he escogido yo, que es una cosa tan simple como una semilla y que sale un brote verde y que es el futuro optimista.
Good afternoon. I would like to represent with this dessert a seed of hope, a hope life of the future, a future who is coming from the dried land, the cracked land, but is, like you can see, the bud of the basil, the light of hope, okay? We have different flavors, really easy flavors, like a caramelized apple with a cremo of hors noir, and also a gianduja of a smoked almond, roasted almond, and at the same time a chantilly, all dipped in a chocolate, and with a pato cigarette for the exterior.
Thank you very much. Very good luck. And we'll let the judges do their work. Thank you.
Well, wow, it's beautiful. For me, it's even too beautiful to cut. And you were, Marcus, very impressed by the fact that there was something underneath, decoration.
Yeah, it's the first chef that did this today, and I'm not quite entirely sure whether this how this sits with regulations, but what I remembered that he that Lluc yesterday in his showpiece, the big elephant outside in the window, he had a chocolate decoration on the side, an arabesque decoration that is the exact same design pattern as the chocolate he has underneath here. So there is a bit of a design leitmotif that runs through his presentation. And early on when he was decorating his bonbon, we also saw he putting a stamp in it that is of the same design. So it's a very, very interesting thing to keep in mind, that there is a sort of a thread that runs through his entire competition. Very interesting.
Yeah, he had a very successful shopping window, and do not forget that you can cast your vote for your favorite shopping window. Please do so. You can help your favorite chef getting the public award. That's already quite important. So let's talk further about this fresh patisserie from foreign Spain. What do you taste? What do you see? It was with almonds, vanilla, apple.
You really have that strong flavor of the caramelized apples, like caramel comes straight into your mouth, but it's not sweet. Like, I'm very sensitive to when desserts are very sweet. So you have a beautiful caramel flavor without it being like overly sweet. So that's very interesting.
Also, the balance between the sweetness and the chocolate, it's really good, and the presentation is different.
Yeah.
You can taste with the hands, and I think it's really important for the new generation.
In that sense, it's really a fresh pastry, because tuiles we use in general more in plated dessert, and here it's been beautifully incorporated in a cake. So it's very original, because we haven't seen that today either yet. So very clever.
Because Davide, you told me when you taste Virginia, only take one bite, but honestly, it's very difficult because I like this one too. So, what else can we add, Marcus?
Marcus is not taking just a bite.
No, I'm
You're having
working
it all.
my way through it. There's a lot of stuff going on in this dessert.
Yes.
I think apple is obviously fits perfectly for the season that we're in, and to some extent it's quite daring, I feel, because an apple is not a natural flavor that matches well with chocolate. There aren't a lot of very, very
Correct.
famous cakes or pastries
It's
that
more
are
with-
apple and chocolate. So it is a bit of a dare. It is a bit of a going out there and trying something new with something that is very well established, like apple and chocolate, and marrying them together.
Yeah,
So-
they're marrying very, very well. Normally it's strawberry or mango.
Yeah.
So, Marek, daring choice with apple, but a very successful choice. Is that correct, dear jury members?
Well, do you know, I'm going to ask one of our finalists from the last edition, who is Florent, who in fact represents the United States and is representing the US again, but this time as a jury member. So, Florent, tell us, what are your thoughts?
Truly blown away. The beauty of the dessert, I really feel in the presence of a Salvatore Dali creation, the roughness, the beauty of it, the flavor profile, high level by the Spanish contestant. Congratulations to him.
Well, here we've got it, you know, from somebody who knows how scrutiny is to be made and then how to scrutinize. You know, no better than a fantastic juror like you, Florent. Thank you very much. Now, I believe we've got, Julie, you've got something quite interesting to show us right now, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm here with Jiro from Japan. And again, a bit like Lluc, and with his one from Spain, it was very organic and they're not necessarily using molds. Jiro's done the same thing. We've got a very nice textured crisp that he's holding his dessert in. And he's also got his local flavours on there. We've just grated a bit of yuzu on top. And now he's just finishing. So we've got a few minutes to go, so he's okay. But he's just putting his decorations on top. We've got over 3 minutes to go. So he's still got time to finish them off beautifully.
Yes, 3 more minutes for Japan. And remember that yesterday he had some ups and some downs, unfortunately, but he performed very well. So let's give him some more time to finish the hashtag taste. We'll be back right soon to taste the last fresh patisserie of this first group today. Stay tuned.